Apocalypse, nothing's quite as terrifying as nuclear war. So, when the nuclear apocalypse comes, are we going to get blasted back into the Stone Age? Or can we use our heads and survive the end of days with the help of technology? Here in beautiful Colorado, one man is already thinking about the end of the world. Professor Brian Toon is an atmospheric scientist and an expert on nuclear winter. Brian, level with me. How likely is an all-out nuclear war, and should I be finding a bunker right now?
You never know for sure, because that's one of the real terrifying things here, is that one person in the United States and one person in Russia could decide all by themselves to have a nuclear conflict.
How many nukes are there around the world? Who has them?
There are about 14,000 nuclear weapons in the world. More than 1,000 of them are held by Britain, France, India, Pakistan, Israel, and China. Each of those countries has 200 or 300. Then Russia and the United States have 90% of the missiles. So
the lesson is everyone has nukes now. But what exactly happens when these bombs go off?
If you're knocking over concrete buildings, you're going to blow people to pieces. So there's a range of going out from distance in which you die from the blast wave tearing you to pieces, the radiation burning you up, the light wave burning you or catching you on fire. What happens when day one, a week later, a year later, what are we looking at? Well, when a nuclear weapon explodes, it sends out a burst of light. It's like bringing a piece of the sun, which is nuclear explosions happening, down to the Earth. And that burst of light catches everything around it on fire.
That fire sends huge amounts of smoke into the stratosphere. But because it doesn't rain up there, it takes years for that smoke to clear, creating a nuclear winter.
Blocks sunlight from reaching the ground, which of course makes it cool off. It gets cold at the ground. And people expect that about 90% of the global population will die from starvation because there won't be anything to eat.
The more I thought about nuclear winter, the more terrified I became. I needed a plan to survive the nuclear apocalypse before the world went to hell. So where do you go when you want to get off the grid? Kansas. Here in the heartland of rural Kansas, one man is offering millionaire preppers a high-tech way to avoid the apocalypse. Welcome to the Survival Condo. This former Cold War missile silo is now a luxury bunker built for the super rich. Going off the grid no longer means giving up a lavish lifestyle. Think of it kind of like cribs in camo. From the outside, the security cameras, armoured guard, and 8-ton steel doors are the only sign you're entering a top-secret facility. In fact, this place is so top secret, I can't even tell you where it is. I'm here to meet the man behind the condo, Larry Hall, who's going to give me a full tour.
So Claire, those doors that we just came in through weigh 8 tons each. So they're 16,000 pounds. They're armored steel filled with concrete. So you definitely hear that safety bang when the door closes.
Inside, this 54,000 square foot complex boasts everything you could need to live through the end of days.
Okay, let's go down and show you what's underground.
Okay. Oh.
You're not in Kansas anymore. We're going beneath Kansas.
The survival condo is spread across 15 floors and goes...
Y'all ass ain't gonna make it. Do you hear the price ranges on these things, man? I'm talking about they ain't gotta never come outside. They won't even hear you screaming and hollering. Just listen to all this shit they got on the ground. While y'all gonna be up here fussing for fighting and food. Fussing and fighting for food, man. I'm tongue-tied this morning, but yeah, that's what they doing.
200 feet underground. At the top, under the dome, are the recreation facilities like the pet park and climbing wall. Underneath that are the mechanical level, medical bay, and food stores, with luxury living quarters spread across the next 7 floors. At the bottom, a further 4 floors house a classroom,
7 floors. They got a school, they got a pool, they got the dog park. They got everything that's up top, way hundreds of feet down below. And y'all ass gonna be up here. Think it's a game. Keep listening.
a library, a bar, a gym, and a cinema.
All right, so I'll show you a full floor unit. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit, and they have 9-foot ceilings. You see we've got all these high-end stainless steel appliances.
And most importantly, even though I'm 11 stories underground, I've still got a window.
When these windows are all on, you're coming out of the units and you see the bird.
11 stories underground. She already 100 feet underground. These walls made for y'all can't get in. That's why y'all gonna be beating and trying to shoot and all this shit. This shit laced with steel, and they got concrete inside the walls and the doors. Man, y'all the shit out of luck, man.
Birds flying and the sunset coming up and the rain and the weather changing. That's the input your brain is used to. If you look in here, you can see that there's the bidet toilets, and we have a jacuzzi tub and a shower with the side jets.
Why do you have bidet?
These motherfuckers finna be living like they in a mansion underground while chaos going on. I can see it now. Y'all fighting in food lines. Y'all kicking in each other's doors, taking shit from each other because y'all ain't preparing yourself now. They got all this shit underground, man. That's why I say get your camo, your ammo, your non-perishable foods, canned goods, stuff you can warm up and boil. You know what I'm saying? Just get ready. And the only reason you should get ready is because you are the children of the Most High God.